Part 6. More about building blocks, or cola. There are many more building blocks than just the dactyl, spondee, and iamb that we've looked at. There are also many different ways that we see them combined and tweaked to create periods in poetry. The technical term for one of these building blocks is a colon. The word colon means limb, but in terms of metre, it refers to a metrical phrase, usually of 12 or fewer syllables. Dactyls, spondees, and iambs are all cola. Cola appear again and again in different contexts in poems. In fact, cola also appear in oratory, where speakers in the Hellenistic and imperial periods paid great attention to the rhythmical patterns at the end of every phrase. Here are a few examples of different cola. The locution, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. The Adonian, long, short, long, anceps. The critic, long, short, long. Hemiepes, long, short, long, short, long. The choriamb, long, short, long. The gluconic, free, long, short, long, short, long. The two circles in the gluconic indicate that the positions could be either long or short, but they will usually not be both short. The pair of circles is called the aeolic base because it's a fundamental part of much aeolic poetry, such as that written by Sappho. Now, let's look at how these cola might combine to form a poem. Alcaia's fragment 346 is a poem about drinking wine, which uses a metrical scheme called the Greater Asclepiad. Let's have a listen and then see how it's put together.
Nomen, titalu, nomen, dactylos amera, cadaer culignais megalais, aita poikilais, oinongar semelas, cae dios huios latica dea, anthropos inedo, kenge kernais, ene cae duo, pleais cacephalas, adaterata naterangulixoteto.
Taking a gluconic as a starting point, two choriambs get inserted before the last two syllables. This combination makes the Greater Asclepiad. If you only insert one choriamb, then you get the Lesser Asclepiad. If you read technical scholarship about metre, you'll sometimes see these combinations of cola expressed with abbreviations. The abbreviation for a gluconic is GL, and if you add a superscript C, so GLC, that indicates a gluconic that has been expanded by one choriamb, C for choriamb. That is a Lesser Asclepiad. If you put a superscript 2 in front of the C, GL2C, that means the gluconic has been expanded by two choriambs, and the result is a Greater Asclepiad. Putting a number in front of the abbreviation indicates that the colon is repeated that many times. So, since the abbreviation for a dactyl is DA, 4DA would mean 4 dactyls strung together. So, what we've covered today is that there are many different building blocks in Greek poetry called cola, and they can be combined in a variety of different ways to make different kinds of patterns that poems can then use. Because there are so many different combinations, sometimes scholars will use abbreviations to save space when describing how different cola have been combined.